Hello everyone, so this is going to be devlog number 9 for the platforming game that I'm building with LibGDX, and for the past 2 weeks I've been working on this issue of trying to implement the Coyote system, and I think I have a working system. As you can see here, if we try to jump just a little bit after the player hits the edge of the platform, they can still jump, and yeah, overall I think it feels much better. And the bug I was having was that whenever I try to jump the player and then it hits the top part of the platform, the logic for it would be messed up, and the player would basically get stuck on the platform even though he should be falling down. And what I did to solve this was that I had to create some logic in the contact listener where I was trying to see if the player's bottom, like the player has a sensor that's attached to its body that I can use to check to see if that part of the player is currently colliding with the platform. If it is, then we're going to update a flag called isGrounded, which allows us to control whether the player can jump or not. And yeah, so we basically do this for the beginning contact, so when the player first collides with the platform, and then when the player jumps, right, so that means the collision has ended, we want to update this flag to false. But during between checks, we do want to constantly keep checking to see if the player's bottom part is still colliding with the platform, and that's where we provide the same logic essentially as the one in here. And yeah, I think there's a better way to refactor it, and I do plan on refactoring this code because there's a lot of repetition. But this method gets executed as long as the collision is still occurring. So in our case, when the player is just walking around, it'll still keep checking to see if the bottom part of the player is still colliding with the platform. If it is, then it's just going to keep updating this flag value to true. And yeah, so that's the result of now we have a working Coyote system. I wouldn't say it's perfect. I still think it's a bit iffy, but yeah, I really like the overall feel of this compared to my other platform that I used to make. And yeah, so the next thing I'll be focusing on is I'm gonna continue with because right now, as you can see, the sprite, if it's only facing one direction, so it's facing right now. I do want to make it so that if the player is walking to the left, the sprite also gets updated. Well, that pretty much ends this devlog, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.